am Jason Buckner.
What's up, guys? I'm Jason, a.k.a. Captain Nasty.
I'm a boat captain. I hold 3 federal licenses and maintain 27 certificates of training in my field. I'm also a certified personal trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, a physique and figure competition training specialist, a lifestyle and weight management coach, and a first Phorm Legionnaire. To say that there is a stereotype of mariners similar to that of first responders for being overweight is an understatement. As a 20-year captain, I'm supposed to be at minimum borderline obese, have high blood pressure, and be a type 2 diabetic. Our physicals and health standards are mandated by the United States Coast Guard and the DOT. These hard-working men and women are under a direct threat every day of losing their licenses and, in turn, the livelihood that supports their families. I set out 4 years ago to take my 25 years of in-the-gym training experience, research, and study to try to help mariners with their fat loss, muscle building, and wellness goals. In the last 4 years, I've built a website, created and managed 3 Facebook groups, launched a podcast, and produced over 150 videos on nutrition.
I wanted to throw this in here, guys, because I thought you would, if you could visualize, especially for the ladies, why we're always harping on resistance training. Adherence. In other words, will you stick to it? Will you do it? Will you follow that program every day? Welcome back to another Supplement Sunday.
I've helped launch a one-of-a-kind maritime skills competition to help improve safety and performance through competition. Given away over $7,000 in supplements through transformation challenges. I've been a party to giving away over $15,000 in cash and maritime training school scholarships. I want to do more. I want to be the next first Phorm athlete. You definitely won't like the footage that follows, nor the audio. But I didn't want my video to be about what I want you to hear or see. I didn't want my video to be staged or just a bunch of training footage. I wanted you to see and hear what I was saying back when I started, when an athlete search video wasn't even on my radar.
Training is my life. That's my passion. I've been training since I was 13, trying to chase, those football dreams of a, young kid. I got in with a bodybuilder when I was 17. He opened his own gym. It was the only gym in town at the time, and he kind of took me under his wing. And I learned a lot there. And I started learning like everybody else. Watching the forums, reading the magazines. When the internet came along, watching videos. Just trying things out, as I went. I've said this many times, back in the day, man, it looked like a prison yard. I know that's a weird analogy, but it was actually fun. I mean, I had over 2,000 pounds of free weights on one of the boats that I had, and everybody got out there and trained together. We all trained together. We bonded over it. We formed a brotherhood. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Started out with the towboaters because that's what I do. That's my life. How many guys do we have that are struggling with diabetes, high blood pressure? They're way overweight. And guys, the Coast Guard's coming. The physicals are getting more and more strict. And that's your livelihood. That's our men and women's livelihood. And I'm gonna get a little emotional because I'm really, truly, you guys, I just can't express enough how passionate I am about this fucking thing. And developing the friendships that we are developing. Becoming close with you guys, trying to tell your story to else. I felt like, our guys are, locked away, our men and women locked away on a boat, guys on ships, away from home, 14, 20, 28, 30 days, guys ride over 50, 60 days away from home, you can't wipe out all the junk food on the boat. You can't, because, you got other guys there that are not into fitness. They're not worried about, improving their health, and that's fine, but you know, that's when having a support system and having a support group become even more critical. But I also notice that there's this, you know, we're tough guys, you know, and I would see people training on a boat, and you know, I don't even go over to them because I mean, it's like they're trying to mean mug everybody, and you know, I want to change that. I want everybody to become more of a brotherhood. We're making an impact. There are people out there who are watching what we're doing, and they may not post anything, they may not make a comment, they may not even reach out, but they're watching, and so months later, I'll get a message, and somebody will say, hey, I've been watching what you're doing, you know, I've been learning, and I've already, you know, on my own, been learning from what you're saying, and I've made progress, and that's when it hits home that we're doing the right thing. You know, I took it upon myself to go back, you know, originally for myself, because, you know, I had big dreams of competing on stage, you know, and I built my own gym, you all know that. I went back and, you know, while working this job, and you guys know, for me, it's crazy amount of hours, you know, day shift. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, I might not get back in bed till, you know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, maybe even 10:30. You know, it's average 4 hours, 4.5 hours sleep a day. And I went back and I ended up getting all those certifications, one right after the other. You know, and at first, you know, it was something I wanted to do. You know, we were going to have the studio. We were going to do one-on-one training, you know, personal training. But that wasn't working for me. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you know, I'm not hating on anybody who does. You know, people have to make a living. But, you know, I've got a career, and I just really wanted to help people. And I kept trying to find ways to do that and make it affordable, because, you know, there are a lot of people out there that I want to help, and it's just, you know, I mean, let's be honest. You know, if you're charging $45 to $65 a day, you know, most people can't afford it, or they're not gonna. You know, they're a lot less likely to give it a chance, because I mean, they're not only are they sacrificing the foods that they want. You know, if they're gonna try supplements, they're having to pay for supplements. They're expensive. A lot of times it is more expensive to eat healthier. Sometimes it is, or like to eat the sheer volume. You know, it got to where it didn't make sense. You know, because when I've hired trainers, I hired national level competing trainers. And it didn't make sense to me, because I never got out of it what I wanted. You know, I mean, I even had one of them tell me, you know, I don't even know why, you know, I'm just counting reps. But what I really wanted was, I wanted to be a part. I wanted to belong. I wanted to have a relationship. So, you know, that's when I decided, you know, this is not working. I need to find a way through social media or whatever to reach people and do it in a way that I could be happy about it. All these conditions that we talk about, and that's why I wanted to start with the boat guys, because it's fucking rampant. Okay, our guys and our women are like, you know, they're under threat of losing their licenses, losing their livelihood. You know, diabetes and high blood pressure, heart disease. You know, these things are epidemic out here. They are literal epidemic. Your body the things that you can do, the body is fucking amazing when you put the right things in the body. When you do the right things, when you exercise the way you should, when you get the right ingredients, the right foods in the right amount on the right time, the body wants to be healthy. It will heal itself. It will correct things. We can do such amazing things, guys. We can, and I hope that you see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to empower you all. I'm trying to teach you. I'm always saying, pay it forward. Go show somebody else. Go tell a friend. You know, I'm trying to teach you guys, and you can take charge of this for yourself. Man, I'm just so fucking excited. You guys keep working hard. It's one day at a time, one step at a time. You take one meal at a time and one workout at a time. Win today and stack the wins, guys. It's not always going to be easy. There's going to be days where it's just fucking all positive and you could just fucking move mountains and crush the world. And then there's going to be days where, you know, it's kind of shaky. Be prepared for that, okay? But you need to have the wherewithal to have the faith and knowledge in yourself that it can be done. And that's why I keep telling these stories. It's because somebody else out there is struggling. I love you guys. Send me your fucking questions. Keep fucking killing it. We are a team and we are going to do big things. I'm telling you, we're going to kick some fucking ass. Love you guys. I am First Phorm because when I reached out to First Phorm for help, they said yes. And I am First Phorm because they make it possible for me to help people for free.